The Beatles. Biography, net worth, TTC script. They changed the world with music, fashion, film, and ideas. From Liverpool lads to global legends, this is the story of the Beatles. And yes, we're breaking down their biography and net worth. It all began in July 1957. Paul McCartney met John Lennon at a church fair in Liverpool. Paul's guitar skills impressed John, and soon he joined Lennon's skiffle group, the Quarrymen. By 1958, George Harrison was in. By 1960, they were calling themselves the Beatles, a name Lennon coined, mixing beat and Beatles. Their early gigs in Hamburg, Germany, toughened their sound and stage presence. Back in Liverpool, they played 262 shows at the Cavern Club. Brian Epstein, a local record store manager, discovered them and became their manager in 1961. Epstein shaped their image suits, clean haircuts, no smoking or swearing on stage, making them palatable to the British mainstream. After multiple rejections, Epstein secured a deal with Parlophone. Producer George Martin came on board. The final piece clicked when Ringo Starr replaced drummer Pete Best in 1962. With the 1963 release of Please Please Me and the single She Loves You, Beatlemania erupted in the UK. In 1964, the Beatles conquered America. Their appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show was watched by 73 million people, the start of a cultural revolution. More than just a band, the Beatles redefined music. They pushed boundaries from sitars and string quartets to tape loops and studio wizardry. Albums like Rubber Soul, Revolver, Saint Pepper, and The White Album weren't just hits, they were sonic milestones. George brought in Indian music, John played with poetry and protest, Paul delivered melody after melody, and Ringo gave charm and rhythm. They made unforgettable films like A Hard Day's Night, Help, and the animated Yellow Submarine. They sang All You Need Is Love on the first ever global TV broadcast, watched by 400 million people in 1967. Their music became a soundtrack for peace movements, youth rebellion, and social change, even behind the Iron Curtain. In 1967, they lost Brian Epstein. Lennon said it was the beginning of the end. Creative tensions grew. By 1970, the Beatles broke up, but each member thrived solo. Paul led Wings and had global hits. John gave us Imagine. George launched the concert for Bangladesh. Ringo had solo success and later formed his all-star band. So, what's the Beatles' financial legacy? As of 2025, Paul McCartney, over $1.2 billion. Ringo Starr, around $350 million. John Lennon, estimated $200 million estate at his passing in 1980, now worth over $800 million. George Harrison, left an estate valued at $100 million in 2001, now also estimated near $400 million. Combined, the Beatles' empire exceeds $3 billion, including royalties, merchandising, remastered albums, films, and rights to songs used globally. They've sold over 1 billion records, inspired revolutions, and reshaped global pop culture. From Lennon's wit to McCartney's melodies, from Harrison's spirituality to Ringo's charm, the Beatles were more than a band. They were a phenomenon, timeless, unrepeatable, universal. From Liverpool to the world, the Beatles. Forever iconic, forever influential, and still the greatest band in history.